Not a lot of people know this, but I love my scratch cards, right? So it feels like my lucky day. Let's go and get a couple. Got the lucky scratch card here. Just got the $250,000 one. I didn't want to get the 2 million, so I'd probably retire out and I want to fight this guy. But scratch is back at the gym. Tied these gloves once. So lazy I am. Just slip them on. When I got them, tied them up. Now it's just a case of pulling them on. Oh, we've been training this cage 10 years or something, you know, but the heavyweights, me and Mick particularly, always break it. We smashed this panel entirely off before. Fisher wasn't happy. Got a broken panel there, broken panel here. The door doesn't shut at the moment. We like smash it up. Fisher gets extremely angry about it. He's got a temper, that man. Watch how angry he gets. Fisher, when you got to get a decent cage, it doesn't fall to bits, mate.
What do you mean?
It's always fall to bits. We're just going nice and light, messing about, and the panel's not falling off. This fight is going to go exactly like this. This is a one-round fight. Either he sparks me out quick, or I grab him and it's over, you know. One-round fight. Bet the house on it. Phil De Friesa win.
Phil's always motivated. He comes in and he works hard. I know he's like a big idiot, but he does. He puts the graft in. He does.
Every day is tough, but I think he was making it tougher because you guys were here. You know, I think he's trying to show off, get me all tired. Oh.
What's it like training with Fisher?
Oh, Fisher's he's a great coach. You know what I mean? Like I might have been together 10 years now. You know, back when I was a fat alcoholic, he took me in, and he's matured me into a beautiful dove. Oh yeah, Goku, yeah, I love Goku, you know, he's I only watched Dragon Ball Z for the first time like 10 years ago and I thought, why hasn't this been in my life? Forever, you know, but the customs and the breaking, and I don't think they can make them anymore, so I love my boots. Every session with boots, you know, I've got my toes are a bit hurty, so I love wearing my boots every session. I love my protein drinks, but I forgot my shaker, you know, so I've got to do an old trick that taught me in the army. Not the best. And I wasn't in the army either, you know. It's £250,000. What would I spend that on? Probably get a hair transplant. Oh, no wins yet. No wins yet, but we get 3 chances. I've won! £5, so we made £3, so what's that? 250% profit? Can't complain. Time of things to come. Moment of truth. Time to check the weight. I'm definitely going to be fat. His phone looks heavy, so I'm putting that there. Let's get on it. 129. Not too bad. That's pretty good. That's better than I thought. Whoa.
W ogóle jak pan Ankos, dlaczego Ankos się wybrał akurat?
Bo tam są wielkie chłopy.
Wielkie chłopy.
Po poziomie zbliżonym do Phila. Więc jak wielkie chłopy to Ankos. Czy ja muszę ze względów organizacyjnych siedzieć w Warszawie? No to dogadałem się i przyjadą do nas bracia Olech. Wielkie chłopy, dobrze, zapaśnicy, parterowcy.
Albo niedobrze wspominasz? Powiedz sam.
Tak, zajebista ekipa. Zajebista ekipa. Na pewno. Żałuję, że tak późno zacząłem jeździć. Ale żeby nie było, u nas też niczego nie brakuje.
Jesteśmy tak, po dwóch takich krótkich wyjazdach do Poznania. Było dobre dociążenie ze strony chłopaków z Poznania, Michał Andryszak, bracia Olechowie, Slim z PFL. Inna trochę praca, ale się przydało. Powiem tak, no nie było lekko.
Dla Arka nie lada wyzwanie, ale myślę, że Arek już pokazywał to, że na wyzwania to on jest chętny i na wyzwania on jest gotowy. Myślę, że mental Arka pozwoli mu na to, żeby ten pas De Friesowi zabrać. Myślę, że w ogóle Arek jest dla wszystkich najgroźniejszym rywalem, bo Arek wchodzi do klatki nie po to, żeby walczyć, tylko Arek wchodzi do klatki po to, żeby wygrać. I Arek zawsze tak wchodził i już niejednokrotnie udowodnił, że jest zawodnikiem ponadprzeciętnym i z mentalem mistrza, mentalem zwycięzcy i dlatego teraz to jest jego miejsce, żeby ten pas mistrzowski zdobyć.
Zobacz, w ogóle, nie wiem, czy zwróciliście uwagę, ale mamy tutaj grupę z Ameryki Południowej. Tu są chłopaki. Jeden. Tam jest jeden. No. I tak są nas trenują. Przyjechali za lepszym życiem. Chuj po polsku nie mówią ani po angielsku. Wszystko na migi. Ale naprawdę, Marcelo teraz podpisał kontrakt z KSW. No oni dobrzy są, to młodzi, wiesz. Tu zostają z Wenezueli, ten z Kolumbii, ten z Brazylii. Joel to on walczył w Polsce, już miał 2 walki albo 3. tacy to wiesz, kurde, ja nawet nie wiem skąd oni się wzięli. Marcelo to w ogóle z Marcelo jest śmieszna historia. No. Bo kiedyś Radek go poznał na wakacjach w Kolumbii. On był z Wenezueli, stał w Kolumbii na wakacjach. I coś mu napomknął, żeby przyjechał trenować w Polsce, że będzie dobry. I któregoś dnia przychodzi z 2 torbami do klubu i powiedział, że Radek go zapraszał. Nikt nie wiedział, że przyjedzie, nie? Przyjechał sobie, ostatnie pieniądze wydał na bilet do Polski, przyleciał do Warszawy i tak już został.
Well, my diet, I'm on the seafood diet. Seafood, and I eat it. Nah, trying to kind of calorie counting a bit. Start the fight camp, it's a lot better, you know, all organic, like fresh produce and eggs and stuff. But like now I'm just on the cornflakes and Snickers and that. Life's too hard to diet, but I'm okay. I am okay. But I don't really stop eating what I love, mate. I still eat it, but I really quite like it. People think it's a bit weird, but I like pizza, chips and gravy, loads of salt and vinegar on. Should give it a try.
Definitely.
Make you a real man. Put hairs on your chest. Oh, it's great. I get loads of photos of when I'm going through Poland, and everyone's dead nice. You know, it's just. Honestly, if my team wasn't here, I'd move to Poland. You know, it's just lovely. You know, I don't even know why Polish people move here. It's better there. But it's great. Well, whenever I visit, it's amazing. And I love Gdansk too. I'm going to stay a couple of days by the seaside, getting the beers all day Sunday, I think. Oh, well, it's like when you're fighting, you just kind of kept to yourself, you know, away from the fans a bit, you know. But it's great. Well, I love walking out, touching everyone's hands. It's fantastic. But going to watch the events even better, you know, because I can just kind of get really drunk, you know, like I did at the face-off.
Bad day. They give us a VIP bar, so it was like, feels like it's having a few beers. So we'll get this bar, it's like free. And they were like, oh, we don't do lager here, it's only spirits. Phil was like, we're going to have to drink them, aren't we? So it was absolutely bland.
I'm going to go as far as to say I think it was the drunkest face-off in combat sports history.
It's highly possible. They kept coming over, like obviously thought he was joking, and then they realised that he wasn't joking, he was absolutely mauled. Like, luckily the guy was like playing a bit funny as well, because if he went serious, I don't know if Phil had done.
But like, Phil, can you even do this face-off? I was like, well, I'm going to look at some guys. Like, it's easy. I can look at a guy any day of the week.
But I don't know if people realised, but like, I think the staff were like, oh, God. And he was like, he needs security just to stop him from drinking. It was amazing. Obviously, I've trained with Phil maybe 6 years now, I think. It was
Wild, yeah, it's wild.
I was adding up. I'd obviously fought on that before. I think I maybe had one pro fight when I came here. I think it was one of those, a pro. And I changed gyms. Obviously, I knew who Phil was and stuff like that. And he originally started jiu-jitsu. I started that originally as well. But we never crossed paths before this. And I just come to train. Like, TFD was so welcoming and that, invited. Me and Justin Burlington come over to train, who's still there as well, and just won the Cage Warriors World Champion as well. And I remember I didn't train with Phil, but obviously I'd seen him, and I'd probably did the mistake everybody sees. Like, he's just a grappler, he just takes you down. Just stop him and take you down, it'll be easy, just stop him and take you down. And I still remember my first MMA session with Phil. I think he took us down, I was in full guard and just got like beat up for 5 minutes. I mean, like, I couldn't do a thing. And I was like, oh God. So that was easy. The Windies win our league.
Not that much different from the last one, is it?
And then I started training for more, and they got me loads better. And maybe you don't see it when you actually train with Phil day in, day out, but when you go and train with other heavyweights, you realise how good a grappler Phil is and how good my grappling's come on. And I don't think I'd have been in the UFC and been doing as good as I was if I wasn't training with Phil. He's like the hardest round I've ever had. I've been around a little bit now to train, and honestly, when Phil's grappling you, there's on top of you, I don't care who you're at, it is the most uncomfortable you'll ever be. And I feel sorry for these people that actually fight, because he's actually hitting me nicely as well, and it's still a lot harder than I've been hit before, and he's hitting us nicely. So no wonder these guys get hit a couple of times and they just faces implode.
A on jest większy od ciebie?
A ja tutaj.
No rzeczywiście jest mniejszy. Myślałem, że jest taki sam jak ty. Moje dziecko już jest większe od Charmandera. Cieszę się, że mamy wspólną pasję, bo ja też bardzo lubię Pokémon, jak byłem mały, zna mnie dobrze. Co nie, że tata wszystkie Pokémony zna?
Ja też umiem. Blasz, to jest Charizard, Mewtwo.
Zejdź z Charizarda. Nie, jest tu już. Ja tą grę znam całą na pamięć, bo kiedyś to jest odświeżona wersja takiej starej na Game Boya, którą męczyłem latami, jak byłem mały. Cieszę się, no, bo mogę z nim się pobawić. Bok. Prawo, no. Co, załatwiłeś go? Nie git.
2 Pokemony załatwiłem.
2 na raz?
No.
Jednym Charizardem?
No.
O kurde. Kluczem do zwycięstwa z Philem no na pewno jest utrzymanie się na nogach. Nie do złamania jest w parterze Phil. Pokazywał to z każdym, no nawet z takim, no Tomek Narkun jest świetnym grapplerem, Phil 2 razy go zdominował, tak? Nie chcę rzucać buńczucznych zapowiedzi, ale wydaje mi się, że stójkowo to może być dla niego najcięższa walka w KSW. Zrobię wszystko, żeby tak było, jestem przygotowany i czy jak mnie sprowadzi, to znaczy koniec walki. Uważam, że będę umiał nie dać się skończyć. Oglądałem walki wszystkie praktycznie Phila z ostatnich lat w KSW. Wiem, co mu sprawiało najwięcej problemów i ciężkie zdanie przede mną, ale po to przyszedłem do KSW, żeby było ciężko. Jakbym chciał, żeby nie było ciężko, to bym został w dyscyplinie, którą uprawiałem od zawsze i nie szukałbym nowości.
Well, as most people know, my family is like the most important thing for me. You know, it gives me the drive to get up early mornings, do the hard sessions, you know, I'm not just making a life for myself, I'm making a life for the kids. And, you know, and I do it all for them, you know, and since the both girls have been around, I haven't lost a fight. I call them my kind of lucky charms. So I've got my horseshoes there for the green horseshoe for Willow and the violet horseshoe for Violet, you know, so they're like my good luck charms. And that's why I do it, you know. I've got big dreams for me, and I've got big dreams for my family as well, you know, so you just got to keep plugging on and keep working. Yeah, like I said, so some days you're exhausted, you can't be bothered to move, and your little girl will come and give you a hug, and you'll think, I want to do it, you know, I want to do it for her, I want to push on, I want to be brave, and I want to kind of live a life that will make those little kids proud of me, you know, and make a good life for them while I'm at it too. So, I always say that my best moment was winning the title, you know, because nobody thought I could do it, and that really put me on the trajectory now with my self-belief and my confidence and everything, but I quite enjoyed Narkun too, you know, because we had a bit of beef. Then I was one of the hardest moments was when I fought Luis Enrique. You know, I went to top team in America, and I don't know what was the matter with us, but for like between 8 and 10 weeks, I was sick. Nothing was going right. My sessions were terrible. You know, I called my coach back home, and I was like, I still think I can win. I was like, I'm going to do it, you know, because I needed the money really, so I just got the new house. But I fought terribly, you know, it was such a slog, such a hard work, but we got the win, can't complain. I'm going to show you something here. This is my lucky cat, but I shouldn't even be showing you people about it, you know. News has got out about it somehow, so people know about the lucky cat, but nobody is allowed to touch this lucky cat, apart from me and the family. I got it there when I fought in Japan years and years ago, you know, and I've been laying about for years, you know, and I thought, this looks like a pretty lucky cat. So I started, before I was going away to fight, I would always rub the cat. Then I was like 3 fights in a row, 4 fights in a row. Then I told Caroline and the kids about it when the kids came, and they all rubbed the lucky cat. So before I leave for the fight, I'll rub the lucky cat. Then fight day, the kids and Caroline will rub it and send me photos of it. And we used to get the little dog to rub it as well, but she passed away a little while ago. But I'll get the dog to do it like that. But yeah, it's one lucky cat. So this cat only gets rubbed for me, Fisher, and Mick. Tom doesn't know about the lucky cat. He doesn't need it. If he wants me to rub the lucky cat and asks, I will let him rub it. But we don't know how many charges it's got. You know, it could have 100 charges. It could have 1 charge left. It could have run out. But no one's allowed to touch it but me. Would you like to touch it? Well, you can't. So when the girls were little, I wrote a little children's book, you know, just to kind of read to them. And they really liked it, you know, so I thought, I'll keep working away at it. So I got the full thing ready, but I never got it published or printed out. Well, I mean, we've got a rough copy in the house somewhere, but I can't find it. But it's basically about the old frog, and there's a little fat frog who's not very happy. He's not very... What's the song? Got all mixed up. He's not very clever, but he is very, very kind. This big old frog, not very clever, but very, very kind. Lend a hand to your dad. So rocky these roads seem to wind. One big old frog, not very clever, but very, very kind. And that's kind of the crux of the story. So he goes to school. Look, he notices that this sad frog hasn't got a pencil. Try your best, no matter the task. Can't figure it out, but too afraid to ask. Help out where you can. Nobody left behind. A big old frog. Not very clever, but very, very kind. And it goes on like that. It was decent, you know, but the formatting of it into a document that I could send to a printer was very difficult, and I kind of gave up, and by the time I wanted to restart it, the girls were older, you know, but you never know. One day, you might hear my name among the names of Julia Donaldson and Roald Dahl and Phil De Friesa, famous author.
Witam Was dzisiaj na treningu Arka Wrzoska. Dzisiaj będziemy kształtować siłę maksymalną, ponieważ jak to mówi stare przysłowie, siła jest matką wszystkich cech motorycznych. Zamykamy dzisiaj mezocykl pod tytułem siła maksymalna, niska objętość, wysoka intensywność. Będziemy skupiać się na takich, bym powiedział, podstawowych wzorcach ruchowych jak martwy ciąg, wyciskanie sztangi nad głowę, bo MMA jest taką dyscypliną sportu, w której siła jest po prostu bardzo istotna. Ja chcę, żeby Arek był jak najsilniejszy. Zawsze do Arka mówię, jak robimy takie przygotowania, czy wykonujemy trening pod kątem kształtowania wytrzymałości i zawsze cisnę Arka, żeby ten czas był mniej więcej porównywalny do tego, ile trwa walka, czyli 5x5. Arek żartobliwie odpowiada, po co my tak długo trenujemy, jak później walka trwa około 10 sekund. Ja mu życzę, żeby zawsze trwała około 10 sekund, ale mówię, to wiesz co, nie odwracajmy tej proporcji, że będziemy trenować 10 sekund, tylko trenujmy tak, jak trenujemy, a ty wygrywaj walki około tam kilkunastu sekund. No.
Nadrabiamy tutaj to, co nie dramać. A mam tutaj, przynajmniej tu mam dobrego trenera.
Też kiedyś miałeś być bramkarzem w ogóle.
I byłem. Mam sobie
Ale dobrą decyzję podjęłeś, że nie zostałeś bramkarzem chyba.
Stałem.
A, że na Mazowieckie.
Jechałem na Mazowieckie parę lat.
Ja bardziej mówiłem o tej karierze, takiej w bramce, piłkarskiej bardziej.
Nie było nic innego do roboty w moich czasach, jak byłem młody.
Młody jeszcze robi tam.
Dobra, to też żartowałem.
Wiesz, po co to robimy? Po to robimy, żeby pobudzić jego układ nerwowy. Był bardziej pobudzony układ nerwowy. O ile się jeszcze da u niego układ nerwowy bardziej pobudzić.
Jak zajmowałem 2 razy, to sobie pobudziłem dobrze.
Bardziej aktywny, że tak powiem, zrekrutowany układ nerwowy. Będzie wiele lepsza wydajność na treningu siłowym. Nie? Trening siłowy powoduje, wiadomo, pracujemy nad układem mięśniowym, nad mięśniami szkieletowymi, no ale też trening siłowy charakteryzuje się tym, że rekrutuje, potencjonuje układ nerwowy. No.
Trzeba robić łapy, żeby mieć wyjebanie z garści i tyle, no. A nie jakiś układ nerwowy.
Pamiętaj, ból jest chwilowy, duma jest wieczna. Dasz sobie radę, dasz sobie radę, dasz sobie radę. Co? Jesteś wielki.
Koniec treningu, lecę pod prysznic. Już tam was nie będę może zabierał. Dziękuję za wspólnie spędzony dzień i widzimy się 14 czerwca w Gdańsku.